Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the lore of Space Marine 2 as if it were a movie. Whether you're a noob or veteran of the 40k universe, I invite you to come along for the ride, and at minimum I can show you something cool, and at maximum I can teach you something about this beautiful, dark, gritty, violent, and complex world. Watch previous episodes for the story so far, but as a quick reminder, Lieutenant Demetrian Titus has been fighting Tyranids and traitors for several days. Thousand Sun traitor Space Marines have co-opted a Mechanicus superweapon into becoming a warp amplifier, allowing traitor forces to invade real space. This has created a new miniature Eye of Terror, threatening to give traitors yet more gateways to invade the galaxy. It is up to the Ultramarines' second company to confront this threat and to close this portal before yet another system is lost. Captain Akaran asks Fireteam Damocles to reinforce a flanking maneuver and to recover the company's standard. This episode is brought to you by Hawkins & Company. Everything today is soulless and mass-produced, but not the wallets from Hawkins & Company. They're hand-stitched in the United States from some of the finest locally produced leather and come in a variety of styles and configurations. I carry the bifold wallet daily, but they also have trucker and biker-style wallets available. Use code COUNTERPOINTS at checkout and get 15% off your order. Get a wallet that's manly, rugged, and refined, all at the same time, today.
We fight! Brothers, assemble around the standard! Victory or death! Second Company! We hold this ground in the name of the Primer! If we die with vengeance on our lips! There is no end. There is, but we shall find it.
Received your message. Brief me. Brothers! The heretics clamor for a taste of victory. But we will defy them this day, as we have defied them for 10 millennia. We are the sons of Ultramar, servants to the Emperor and guardians of the Imperium. Let these wretches feel the wrath of ancient vengeance!
My lord, our vanguard forces are through the field.
Hit them hard, Captain!
Yes, lord. All forces, fire at will! On that abomination!
Yes, my lord!
Captain, form a defensive line here!
Company! Defensive line!
Brother Titus, you will have only moments to execute your plans. Move quickly!
This must be the control unit. Do you understand any of this?
No.
Lieutenant, do we have a solution or not?
Stand by.
There.
That could kill you.
We're out of options. Brother! I'll live. My lord.
How many more?
3.
You have brothers in mind.
Meridian and Talassa. We will handle the last one.
I'll get them moving. Brief them over the Vox.
Yes, Captain.
As Fireteam Damocles moves through the battle space, they encounter supporting Cadian elements psychologically broken by the Warp Rift. They are blinded by the symbols of Tzeentch catatonic and ranting about the endless eyes, numbers, and sigils, representing the god of change. Fireteam Damocles doesn't have the time to ease their suffering through summary execution, and so they must let them wander the battlefield. They encounter other Cadian elements still fighting. The truth is that only willpower and faith can fight malignant warp energy. So while some Space Marines do not believe the Emperor to be a god, they have faith in him as the master of mankind and faith in the Imperium as a project. This acts as a psychological shield from corruption. The Marines also do not try to enlighten the devout members of the Emperor's faithful, because their religiosity serves the same purpose. Major Sarkana reports that she has lost a whole platoon, around 50 guardsmen, with another 5 at half strength. The regimental commissar executed 24 men before turning his bolt pistol on himself. The oblivion of death was preferable to constant torment from the god of change. Captain Akaran informs Titus that he will use an exterminatus bombardment to destroy the planet and deny the enemy the foothold, but that is a last resort as the planet is filled with the honored dead. Demirium is a burial world where servants of the Emperor are laid to rest. A small army of serfs maintain the mausoleums, temples, shrines, and graves of the fallen, and it is a place of ceremony and reverence for pilgrims who wish to visit those who have come before. It is believed and true that for those who embrace chaos, their souls will be consumed by demons or tormented for eternity. Those who die in the Emperor's service will either sleep in oblivion or be welcomed into the Emperor's light to be at his side in the Immaterium. Faith is a weapon, something that the Emperor can use to empower his living servants. On occasion, saints will be given a fraction of the Emperor's power, becoming immortal and perpetual, fulfilling great deeds on behalf of humanity. This includes Saint Sabbat, Saint Celestine, and it's believed also to empower the Sanguinor of the Blood Angels. Lieutenant Titus recovers the company standard and rallies the survivors to him. Normally, a company or chapter standard is carried into battle by a veteran known as an ancient. The standard will have stood in hundreds, if not thousands of battles, and it represents a connection to warriors long fallen, inspiring brothers to new acts of valor and bravery. The second company rallies against a never-ending horde of Zangors and traitor Astartes. Another Hellbrood arrives, and brothers fall to its plasma cannon and hammer. Just as the Ultramarines are about to be overrun, Chapter Master Marneus Calgar arrives in a glorious aerial reinforcement. Thunderhawks rain Hellstrike missiles into the enemy just as Marneus Calgar leaps into the fray. A Storm Raven, a smaller gunship capable of carrying a dreadnought and a dozen warriors, can be seen blasting Tzeentchian screamers out of the sky. Chapter Master Marneus Calgar is the most storied of Ultramarines, surpassed only by the Primarch Robute Gilliman himself. Chapter Master Calgar was already the Lord of the Ultramarines and Macragge during the First Tyrannic War in M41-751. Calgar was instrumental in organizing the defenses and faced down a Swarm Lord single-handedly. Though he was gravely wounded, he helped Ultramarines trapped in a ravine escape via dropship and was saved in turn by his honor guard. He has killed an avatar of Cain by ripping its heart out of its chest. He stood for a full day and night, endlessly fighting off an Orc horde. He has faced down and defeated traitor Astartes of the Night Lords, Black Legion, and Death Guard. Lieutenant Demetrian Titus is one of the few Ultramarines who rival his greatness, but this has forged a mutual respect between the two Marines. The Marines with eagle helmets are members of the Victrix Guard, an elite formation within an elite formation. An honor guard accompanies Ultramarine leaders when they enter the battlefield. The Victrix Guard are selected from the honor guard, additionally chosen by the Primarch Gilliman for their selfless nature, wisdom, and prioritization of victory over personal honor. They are spread throughout the chapter, but 2 accompany Lord Calgar. The plan is simple. Lord Calgar will lead an assault on trader positions as Fireteam Talassa, Viridian, and Damocles invert the alignment of the obelisks, hopefully restoring Project Aurora to a warp nullifier instead of a warp amplifier.
Fast!
Viridian, how is Decimus?
I have a murderous headache. But the sight of that beast reeling is a fine tonic.
It is indeed.
Permission to join the front lines.
Granted. My thanks, brothers.
Emperor be with you. Viridian out.
One more.
Where are the traitors?
They are everywhere.
Lead me to the slaughter. My balls to plunge to this world. What is it called? Is mine! In the name of the Emperor, I cast you down!
Holy terror. We have our chance. Go! This one's mine, brother. Yes, my lord.
After a rousing speech from Chapter Master Calgar, Captain Akaran confirms that Vanguard forces have already set up a perimeter. This means that Marines in Phobos armor armed with las fusils, sniper rifles, and marksman carbines will be picking off the enemy as the main assault pushes forward. Repulsor tanks and a Redemptor dreadnought push along the assault for armored support. Repulsors are the main armored support of Primaris Space Marines. They rely on the grab skimmers to bypass difficult terrain, but the vehicles themselves are so heavy and so powerful that they pulverize the earth below them, smashing rocks to dust and corpses to flat paste. They are capable of carrying 10 brothers in standard armor or 5 Marines in heavier Gravis pattern, and are bristling with anti-tank and anti-infantry weapons. The Redemptor Dreadnought is the Primaris version of its predecessor, larger and more powerful at a cost. Like its older brother, it is a tomb so that mortally wounded Marines may continue to serve, hooked up to a life support casket known as a sarcophagus. On one arm, it wields an Onslaught Gatling cannon or a plasma incinerator, depending on the chosen mission. The chest will boast grenade launchers or bolters, and the opposite arm is a crushing fist paired with another Gatling cannon or a flamer. Newer variants include long-range weapons or meltas and claws for close-range combat with armored opponents. They are fierce war machines, but the power surging through them is known to slowly cook its pilot. Despite the formidable strike force charging the warp gate, they are stopped almost immediately. A Tzeentchian Lord of Change arrives and blasts the Ultramarines with currents of malignant energy. These are Tzeentch's most powerful servants. They are rarely seen on the battlefield and only do so at moments of their choosing. Instead, they prefer to take the ambitions of great men and manipulate them into defeat, and to take the lowliest of men and make them kings and champions of change. They revel in schemes that take decades, centuries, or millennia, with manipulation so subtle they are imperceivable until finally revealed in their glory. The fact that Imura is able to summon one to his cause speaks to his power and the importance of this battle. Sergeant Gadriel is willing to sacrifice himself to prove his hypothesis about the obelisks, and it disempowers the demon. Talassa, Viridian, and Damocles are dispatched to invert the remaining obelisks, and are aided in their mission by jump pack assault intercessors and a Redemptor dreadnought. One of the stated goals of Space Marine 2 was to make it feel like you were a part of an epic battle, and I would say the game succeeds in this way phenomenally. In a particularly cinematic moment, the dreadnought is undeterred by a circling Helldrake and knocks it out of the battle with a thrown statue. Brother Chiron inverts the final obelisk, sealing the gate, and the Tzeentchian forces retreat. The Ultramarines press the attack, and the Lord of Change blasts the battlefield with temporal energy, freezing everyone except for Lord Calgar and Fireteam Damocles. These Marines bravely, if foolishly, charge after Imura through the closing warp rift, hoping to end this threat once and for all. If you want to support the channel, please remember to like the video, share it with your friends, ring the bell for new videos, and comment for the comment gods. Your viewership helps me in the algorithm and is appreciated. If you want to take your support a bit further, please become a YouTube member or support us at patreon.com/counterpoints. Check out the other videos on the channel, support our sponsors, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until the end.